Picture this, a beloved Netflix film ditching the couch for the cinema spotlight. Could David Fincher's latest thriller finally make it happen? Dive into the buzz around the adventures of Cliff Booth, and you might just rethink everything you know about streaming giants stepping into theaters. Movie enthusiasts, let's chat about Netflix's evolving strategy. For years, the platform has dominated with on-demand viewing, but lately, they're dipping their toes into theatrical waters. This isn't just a trend, it's a full-blown expansion. Take, for example, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, which is slated for a proper cinema run. Check out our review here. Building on that momentum, Netflix is eyeing a more significant presence in movie houses. And get this, their upcoming lineup could include David Fincher's The Adventures of Cliff Booth, potentially launching with a summer 2026 release. But here's where it gets controversial. Is Netflix shifting away from its core streaming model, or is this just a savvy way to hype select titles? After years of tension, Netflix and theater chain AMC seem ready to mend fences, paving the way for exciting collaborations. According to Variety, Netflix is contemplating a robust rollout for Cliff Booth. For those new to the term, a robust rollout means a wide, high-profile theatrical release. Think thousands of screens nationwide, not just a handful. This movie, positioned as a sequel, follow-up, or companion piece to Quentin Tarantino's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, is gearing up for that big summer slot. Brad Pitt reprises his role as Cliff Booth, the rugged stuntman from the original film. But in this new chapter, he's evolving, reportedly transitioning into a Hollywood fixer, the kind of behind-the-scenes operator who smooths out troubles for the stars. If you're not familiar, a Hollywood fixer is like a problem-solver extraordinaire, handling scandals or logistics to keep the industry machine running. It's a fascinating twist that adds depth to Pitt's character, blending action with intrigue. Now, as a movie buff myself, I've got to say, there are so many Netflix originals that scream for the big screen experience. I've caught a few in theaters, but those limited releases often skip my local area entirely. I'd love nothing more than for fans everywhere to witness something like The Adventures of Cliff Booth in its full cinematic glory. Think immersive sound, giant visuals, and that communal buzz you can't replicate at home. Yet with Netflix's history, it feels like a pipe dream. As one theater owner wisely noted, Netflix isn't going to announce a theatrical slate but will be selective when they have something special, which is what everyone wanted. Plans like this probably won't firm up until closer to release, so stay tuned. And this is the part most people miss. The origins of Cliff Booth reveal a Hollywood tale worth its weight in gold. It stems from Quentin Tarantino's scrapped script for what he envisioned as his 10th and final film. Pitt, enamored with his character's arc, nudged Tarantino to let someone else direct. Tarantino's response? It depends on the director. Enter David Fincher, the acclaimed filmmaker behind hits like The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo and Zodiac, who earned Tarantino's full approval to take the reins. Speaking of the talent, Cliff Booth boasts a stellar cast. Alongside Pitt, you'll see Yahya Abdul-Mateen II, known for his powerful roles in Aquaman and Watchmen, bringing charisma to the screen. Elizabeth Debicki, with her striking presence from The Crown, adds elegance and mystery. Scott Caan, familiar from Entourage and Hawaii Five-0, brings comedic flair, while Carla Gugino, a veteran from Spy Kids and The Haunting of Hill House, rounds out the ensemble with her seasoned chops. There were whispers that Timothy Olyphant might reprise his role as James Stacy from the original, but the actor himself clarified that wasn't happening. Tarantino himself chimed in earlier this year about Netflix's potential theatrical approach. He acknowledged that wide releases aren't their usual playbook. It's not their business model. So I don't hold it against the company for not following what's not their business model. You can decree that it's not their business model, but it is just what it is. Yet he wouldn't be shocked by a limited 2-week run, especially in major cities, or targeted screenings to boost Oscar buzz. I could decry that. I could complain about that. I could go, isn't it a shame? It's a candid peek into the director's pragmatic view. Praising Netflix for sticking to what works while hinting at possibilities. Here's a thought that might divide the room. Should streaming services like Netflix prioritize theaters over digital exclusivity? Or is this just a marketing gimmick to inflate award season chances? Some argue it's essential for preserving the magic of cinema, while others see it as Netflix hedging bets in a crowded market. What do you think? Does Cliff Booth deserve the red carpet treatment, or is streaming enough? Drop your opinions in the comments below. Do you side with Tarantino's acceptance of Netflix's model, or do you crave more theatrical releases? And if this trend continues, will it change how we consume movies forever? Let's discuss. About the author, news editor, favorite movies, Alien, the assassination of Jesse James by the coward Robert Ford, Braveheart, The Bridge on the River Kwai, City of God, Cloud Atlas, Creature from the Black Lagoon, The Edge, The Fifth Element, Galaxy Quest, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, The Godfather Parts 1, 2, Goodfellas, The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, Gladiator, Lawrence of Arabia, The Lord of the Rings Trilogy, The Magnificent Seven, Monty Python and the Holy Grail, Perfume, The Story of a Murderer, The Prestige, Prisoners, Psycho, Raiders of the Lost Ark, Rear Window, The Shining, Sorcerer, The Talented Mr. Ripley, There Will Be Blood, The Treasure of the Sierra Madre, Zodiac Likes, Sketching, Whipping Up Meals in the Kitchen, binge-watching classics, and endlessly brainstorming additions to this ever-growing list.